Welcome to the Heavy Spoilers Show. I'm your host Definition, and I am vengeance. I am the night. I am whoa! Every week, same bat time, same bat channel, we go over the biggest news on the upcoming Matt Reeves movie, and this video we're going to be wrapping everything up we know from the Batbike scenes that were shot over the weekend. Filming for these scenes has now officially finished, and there's actually a lot that we can take from them. We're going to be discussing the plot reveals, the characters that showed up, and a lot more. We're also going to be going over a leaked image of the film that has since been removed by Warner Brothers. We can't show it as videos are getting DMCA'd left, right and centre, but I'll be discussing what's in it and why it's important. There will be some spoilers here, so if you don't want anything about the film ruined, then I highly suggest that you turn off now. With that out of the way, I just want to give a huge thank you for clicking the video. Now let's get into our breakdown of the Batman. Okay, so Friday got off to a falling start with our first look at Bikeman and all of his armour in full view. Now, I did see a lot of people saying that the suit looked pretty crap, but this is a stunt suit, and oftentimes on films, this is built in a certain way. When putting a stunt suit together, they use less expensive materials because 1, it will probably get damaged, and 2, it's made to be more manoeuvrable. This is common across the board in films, and even Daniel Craig has 2 different suits in Bond movies. He uses a tighter one for when he's standing still, which makes him look more muscular, and another larger one for when he's running that helps him to move a lot better. This is the case here, and you may also notice that the cape is missing. This is often the case as it can get caught in spinning wheels and rip someone's head off, so it's probably going to be CGI'd in. There was glass used on the cowl at several points, but I think this was put in place more to protect the rider's eyes. They may be doing the white eyes, as we haven't really seen anything beyond a camera test right now, but it is more likely that these will be taken out as we saw the suit without them. As for the gauntlets, these seem to pull from ancient Japanese armour. As we know from Bruce Wayne's origin story, he travelled around the world training in order to become the Batman. Japan was on the checklist, and in Batman 89, a suit from there appeared too. The gauntlets seem to have darts on them that could potentially be fired, or perhaps even contain his grapple. I'm not sure on that though, I'm just saying what I've seen theorised online. There also looks to be a watch, which could be used for communications, displaying holograms and a lot more. Batman loves calling up Alfred in the middle of the night to make sure he's got some sandwiches there for when he gets back to the cave, and who knows, if the movie is successful, this could even provide a direct line to Oracle. There's also a dart-like shooting device underneath, and this could be used for shooting smoke pellets. Obviously, these are all fan theories, but it does show that the Batman is very well equipped. Now personally, I believe that this is a prototype suit, and that these may even be the precursor to the Batarang. I do still think that the chest symbol is detachable, and that it could be used by Batman, but it's rare he uses darts, and I think these will more likely be upgraded over time. The influences in the suit pull from a lot of comics, including Gotham by Gaslight for the cowl. The wrist plates look very similar to a Court of Owls talon, which you can see here look very similar, and Batman Noel has definitely been used for the chest piece. There's a ton of other things mixed in there such as Arkham Knight, but these are the main ones. So that's pretty much the suit and everything that I've noticed in it. Now as for the scene, yeah, a lot was going on. Glasgow itself was turned into Gotham City, with all of the road signs in the area being changed and swapped round to display things that you would tend to see in the good old US of A. The attention to detail was phenomenal, with license plates on cars being swapped out too, and the production team turned over everything that they could in order to make this a living, breathing Gotham. Now as for the chase, it started off very badass in a cemetery and then went into the streets of the city itself. In order to talk about what I think happens in it, I'm going to have to discuss the Long Halloween, which I think teases a lot of what's going on. So the book opens with a wedding hosted by Carmine Falcone, in which he tries to get Bruce on board with his schemes. The billionaire playboy rejects this, and later that night he breaks into his penthouse to find out what's going on. He finds Catwoman there, who too is trying to find out something that I think is too big of a secret to drop in this video. He puts a bounty on Catwoman's head, and Batman also chases her through the city before she manages to escape. In the behind the scenes images, we see a woman who is the same height and build as Zoe Kravitz riding a motorbike, and Batman was definitely chasing her. I think that in this scene, Catwoman has stolen something from Falcone, and Batman is chasing her in an attempt to get it. Now, there were also other bikes that joined the chase, and this could be part of Penguin's gang who may be in cahoots with Falcone. All of the crime families in Gotham tend to have a truce with one another, so it makes sense that Penguin would send his best men after Catwoman. Catwoman is of course a master thief, and the fact that Batman was chasing her as well as the gang members makes me think that there's definitely a lot of weight to the theory. She doesn't have a cat getup yet, so I think that this is very early in the story when she's just starting out. The chase scene too happens right at the start of the graphic novel, so it is definitely possible that this opens up the movie with a big action scene that introduces the characters and what the dynamics of the city are like. There's a funeral early on in the book too, so it is possible that it could all tie into that. This chase may even be the first meeting of the two characters, and if it is, I think it's the perfect way to kickstart their relationship. Now before we get into the rest of the video, I just want to let you know we're giving away a free copy of the Infinity Saga box set to one random subscriber. All you have to do to be in with a chance of winning is like the video, subscribe to the channel, and leave your thoughts on the updates in the comment section below. The winner is going to be chosen at random on the 15th of March and the set will be shipped out from then to whoever gets the prize, so best of luck to everyone who takes part. Anyway, with all of that out the way, we also had a leaked image of the movie that appeared on Reddit over the weekend. The image has since been removed and all reposts of it have been taken down by Warner Brothers. Typically, this tends to be enforced when things are legitimate, and it recently also happened with the case of the Wonder Woman 1984 cheetah poster. Now, we can't confirm if this is in the movie until we see it, but there wasn't that much in it, but just in case you were wondering, I did see it and it looked pretty gruesome. Basically, there was a dead man in a suit sat in a chair with a transparent bag over his head. It looked like he'd been suffocated, and from what I remember, there was blood on the bag as well. Now, what made this so interesting is that it was reportedly a victim of the Riddler, and there were the classic question marks that the character tends to leave at the scene of a crime floating around behind him. These were black from what I remember, but the image was quite low quality and was taken on a cell phone, so it's possible that they are dark green or just plain green. Now, the reason I didn't report on it is because it looked fake, but the fact that Warner Brothers are taking it down does make it seem more real. Now, if it is real, why this is interesting is because the long Halloween centers around a killer that strikes on certain holidays. In the book, it's revealed to be one of the Falcones, but they may have switched it up for the movie with the killer being the Riddler. He is of course one of the more mainstream villains that people can instantly recognize, so it does make more sense to put him central to the story, as in the original work, he was a very minor part. He was kind of a joke character that actually took more of a part in the Catwoman spin-off, so they will likely be changing him up in several ways. Of course, let me know if you saw the images or noticed anything that I didn't, and if you've seen any other leaked images online, then be sure to drop them below. I'm massively hyped for the movie, as I'm sure you can guess, and the chase scene looks like an awesome way to kickstart it. I know that movies aren't shot in chronological order, but this does sort of seem like the way that they would start it off, especially as we have a Batbike and not Batmobile, and a Selena Kyle that is just wearing a bike helmet. Overall though, I'm massively stoked for the work, and I think it's going to probably be the biggest movie of next year, as the hype surrounding it is already phenomenal. It's got me excited, and I love how many little Easter eggs there are on things, even down to minute aspects of the Batsuit. 2021 is going to be great, and this film is definitely worth falling for. No, so I'm sorry, I've ruined that joke. Anyway, that's everything since the last update, and I'm very excited for the movie. Obviously, I'd love to hear your thoughts on the theories in this video, and if you have anything else to add, then make sure you drop them below. We do breakdowns on the Batman every week, same bat time, same bat channel, so make sure you stay locked to heavy spoilers to never miss any of the information. If you enjoyed this video, then please give it a thumbs up, and make sure you check out our full breakdown of some insane details you missed in Avengers Infinity War, which is going to be linked at the end. It's one of the best videos I've ever put together, so please give it a watch after this. If you want to support the channel from as little as 99 cents a month, then please click the join button below. You get access to content early and can also suggest video topics and breakdowns. We massively appreciate it, and it goes a long way to helping videos like this get made. If you want to come chat to us after the show, either follow us at DefinitionYT or click the Discord link in the description below. Those are the best ways to keep up to date with heavy spoilers, so hopefully we see you over there very soon. This is a channel for people who are super into superheroes, so if that's the kind of thing you like, hit subscribe. Thank you for taking the time to watch this. I've been Definition, you've been the best, and I'll see you next time. Take care, peace.